here's my review of Amnesia episode 4, so let's get into this. So this week's episode of Amnesia, it was a good episode. I like the little connection between Shin and Hidori in this episode. It was nice, honestly. I liked it. And just the overall plot of the show is picking up a little bit, so I'm liking it. Though I'm curious of what's going to happen next, and I'll get into that later. So, sit back, relax, enjoy the review, summarize this and my thoughts and opinions, so let's go! So since Hidori has lost their memory, it's been really hard for Shin, mainly because, they've been a couple, and they finally got to be a couple, because it took a while for them to be together like this, so he's fearing that he doesn't want to be friend-zoned by her. Hidori is starting to worry about Shin's feelings because she can't remember anything or about them being together, so it's really affecting him right now. Also, Hidori is wondering why Shin can't tell her about that night. So Sawa wants to get everyone together to start shooting some fireworks, and so she ends up trying to round up everybody, ends up calling Shin, ends up giving Hidori the phone to ask Shin if he can come, because Shin will actually go if Hidori asks. Hidori asks, though he ends up rejecting her, saying he has some schoolwork to do, so, he doesn't come. So Sawa, Toma, and Mine, along with Hidori, and they're there, they got the fireworks and stuff, and it's funny because Shin ends up finally coming after all anyways, and that's when Shin ends up pulling aside Hidori to basically tell her exactly what happened at that time. So basically what happens is apparently Shin was hitting on Hidori, as in he wanted to go deep inside. He wanted to go bam, 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 all night long. But Hidori wanted to go steady with the relationship, so that's why she ran off and then thus falling down, hurting herself. Hidori tries to run off again, but Shin actually stops her this time, and this is basically why he says this is what happened last time. So, don't do this, and I just want to protect you is basically what he's saying, and he needs to calm down and stop trying to force himself on her. So after all that, Shin ends up opening up to Hidori and basically telling exactly what happened when he said, "Oh, I killed a man." Actually, it wasn't he who killed a man, it was his father that killed somebody, and then that actually brung people to dislike or fear Shin. And the thing is, Hidori apparently saved him from despair. Well, her and Toma end up saving Shin, and so that's why he has such a close connection to them, and so on and so forth. So now the whole firework party is over. Shin, Toma, and Hidori end up walking home, though Toma ends up leaving to give Shin and Hidori some privacy, and that's when Shin ends up confessing to Hidori yet again, and then kissing Hidori yet again, and then that's when Shin ends up leaving. Hidori is there, and she's looking up at the night sky, turns around, cars coming, and then we don't know what happens. All we know is she wakes back up in her bed, August 1st, yet again, and then she ends up getting a call from Iki. Apparently Iki wants to hang out with Hidori, and he wants to come there in 30 minutes, and so she's getting ready. She goes outside, sees a bunch of girls around Iki, though some of the girls are the girls that actually messed with Hidori in the first episode. After that whole little problem right there, Iki is like, "Oh, you're jealous?" And it seems like Iki was kind of like flirting with Hidori, so it's kind of odd. And then at the end of the episode, we end up seeing this girl named Rika. So this episode was a trip. I mean, it seems like she must be in a different dimension now, because after the whole car coming and I'm possibly hitting her, and maybe she hurt. I don't know, because it don't seem like she's hurt this time around. But it seems like she's gonna be with Iki, actually in a relationship maybe with him. Not quite sure though. But I mean, that's what it seems like it's gonna be, because it might be like a dating sim kind of kind of thing going on. 'Cause I think that's what the game was actually was. So I think this is how it's just gonna cycle. So this is basically how the show is gonna be. So it seems like after maybe 1 or 2 episodes, after she has some kind of event happen with Iki or with the person she's with at the moment, she then gets herself hurt, and then thus going to a different dimension, being with someone else. So this is how the show, it seems like it's going to be centered around. And so the thing I'm really curious about is how is this all going to tie together to get her memory back exactly, because that's what it seems like the show is going to be about. It's maybe connect the pieces through all the relationships that she'll go through with all the guys that's in the show. I mean, that's what I'm assuming anyway. So I'm wondering exactly how is that gonna all come together to then what would happen when she finally gets her memories? I mean, that's actually the thing. And how's the show really gonna end exactly? I mean, that's the one thing I'm really curious about. Does she have to choose maybe who she wants to be with after all the time she spent with everybody? Because that would be, I guess, the most interesting turn she can or the show could possibly do, is maybe make it to where she'll end up having to choose someone after all the stuff being around everyone like that, because maybe she might end up choosing Shin, because I mean, I like Shin and Hidori kind of together. I don't know, it was nice to see that, but who knows? We haven't seen everyone with Hidori yet to really judge this yet. So I mean, I don't know. But I'm guessing that's how the show is basically going to be premise around at this point. So it's an interesting show. Just hopefully it keeps my interest in this entire series. So I look forward to seeing what the next episode holds for us. I'm just, like I said, I'm hoping it keeps my interest because I want to, keep reviewing it with you guys, and give me your thoughts and opinions down below, and tell me what you think of the episode. Is this what the show's really going around, and how this is really going then, and just her dating each and every one of the guys? I guess it's kind of weird though, but I mean. That's how it is, I'm guessing. So yeah, leave comments below. Tell me what you think. I just know next episode too. There should be some kind of conflict or some kind of crap happening. Hopefully, see Orion again too, because we haven't seen him in a bit, and she also got like a memory from Shin, I guess. Like, she actually remembered something, but we don't really know what that is. So I'm hoping she actually remembers what that was at that point. Like I said, Orion should come back to. So yeah, leave comments what you think. Like this review, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Amnesia reviews from me. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmaster, and until then, people, break out.